Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to X-Plane 12. It's been a little while since we've flown, so I thought we'd do a bit of a flight today on the virtual airlines, Simply Connect virtual airlines. We're still running, we're still open for business, anyone that wants to join us. We do still mostly do weekly flights when we can, but yeah, we do our best. Sometimes things come up, things have been coming up the last few weeks. Obviously we had that last episode of the nozzle steering didn't work, and I just lost my shit, and I just couldn't handle flight simulators for a while. Now the other thing is I'm flying a lot more in real life as well, so I don't get the kick out of the simulator. Once you kind of fly in real life, it's such a different feeling. So yeah, I've kind of lost a little bit of oomph for it. But anyways, we're back here. We're X-Plane 12. X-Plane 12 just had a really big cloud update and lighting update and stuff like that. So this is the new version, so I thought we'd check it out. We're here with the Toliss A321. Toliss has never let me down, fingers crossed. We'll see how that goes. So we're here at Birmingham. We're heading to Luxembourg. Flight time about 1 hour, 20 minutes, something like that. We're here in Birmingham on Vatsim. There's nobody else in here apart from Jamesy. Jamesy's sitting here in an A320. He's actually got an SIT. But the only thing about Jamesy is that he's parked in the jumbo jet area. But it doesn't really matter. There's no one here. So the Vatsim is online. There is a controller online. So yeah, plenty to do, plenty to see. So hopefully you're well, hopefully you're good. What day is it today? Tuesday. So yep, Monday, Tuesday. Good evening to everyone that is here so far. Who is here? Dean, Madskills, hello. Ashley, hello from Omaha. Ah, Nebraska. Nice. Dean, hello. Grimbled, hello. Angel Horror, hello. Georgina, hello. Jamesy's here. Jamesy's actually here on flying with us as well, which is good. Grimbled, hello. Craigie, good evening. Arsenal already losing. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, I thought, you know, Angel lives in this kind of Brummy area. So I thought, you know what, why not do Birmingham? It's been a while. I actually quite like flying out of Birmingham, being central. It makes because sometimes like Gatwick and stuff on the Vatsim network, it's just so busy, just absolute bananas. Some of these airports in the Midlands, like even like Luton, Stansted can be quite busy, but like, you know, Luton, East Midlands, Birmingham, I find like they don't get as much love for whatever reason. Dembele, Justin Smithy, Arsenal really losing. I've even forgot that they were that was on tonight. So there's gonna be nobody here, right? Everyone's gonna be watching Champions League. Count Davies is here, flying with us as well. He's not on the network, but he is flying with us on the virtual airlines. Apart from I'm the only one. Oh no, Count is on. Don't forget A-cars. I've just signed into. So there we go. We'll get that sorted. So yeah, so look, hopefully you're well. Like I said, I'm a little bit out of practice flying jets because I'm so used to flying GA right now. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of flying in real life. I'm actually going up this weekend for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've got a lot of work to do on the plane. I am bringing the plane home. It's about a 3-hour flight, but there's a bit of engine work that I need to get done and a few other bits and pieces before I took the flight down because the plane is registered in England. I've got an English plane, so I'm using a G. Obviously, here in Ireland, we use EI. I am legally allowed to fly a British registration plane down here, but there are some requirements that you have to fit into to bring that plane and leave it down here and fly it in the Republic, because obviously we're not part of England anymore. Brexit, blah, blah, blah. So they made the rules a little bit stingy, so I have to do a few things and a few modifications, and like it's got to have extra strobe lighting and all this other kind of rubbish. Basically, it's just a money racket. So hopefully this weekend that work will get done by me. We'll get some flying in, and then hopefully for the week or the week after that, whatever we get a nice dry period again, we'll be bringing the plane home. So that is the plan. I do plan to take as many videos as I can flying this weekend. I haven't done any since, because a lot of them have been kind of nearly trial flights. I only brought the plane back in January. I was in Spain for a month, you know, so when I've been going up, I've been doing a bit of work, a lot of test flying, bits and pieces. So I felt like it's not really being camera worthy, but this weekend I actually plan to go visit some other airports and bits and pieces. So yeah, that's the plan. Whew, Ali, hello. Always was fond of these games, just difficult to play. Well, yeah, you know, flying is it's a funny one, isn't it? You have to have some sort of interest to learn, but I think that if you get into this, if you just pick one plane, now I fly many planes, and that's half the issue because I can never remember how to fly them all. If you just pick one plane and learn it solidly, and then you move on to the next one, you know, it gets very easy. Mostly they all fall into the same kind of bracket. Nice relaxing time for you. I'm working on White Tiger. What's White Tiger? Love doing the Diamond Art. Oh, you're doing the Diamond Art. Ah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, so look, we're in Scummy Land, Brummy Land, sorry. And if anyone wants to know where Angel is, her house is somewhere over here, probably. You know, go stalk her. Why not? Right. Onto the flight deck. Let's do some flying. So, I've got to remember how to do this now myself. Right, let's just look at my weight and balance. It says fuel on board. That fuel is clearly wrong. We should have 7,100 kilos on board today. Now, with the Toliss, we have to kind of mix it in with this. So 7,100, 7,200, that's fine. I need a zero fuel weight today of about 61,000. So this is actually fine. So we got some forward kilo, we got 94 passengers. You know what? Those settings are absolutely fine. So we can get rid of you for a second. So that should all be in there. We can obviously put in, we're in EGBB. Am I being crazy? There we go. Birmingham. We should be going for runway 15 because the wind, you can see the wind here currently. There is a slight crosswind. You also want to take off into the wind. So realistically, actually, you wouldn't want 15 here. More realistically, you'd... Oh, hang on, this is changing. Okay, so that windsock changes. That's fine. It's fine. Ignore what I just said. 10:13 on the ground, 15 degrees apparently currently. We can compute that so we can get this stuff. And that's all well and good. We're going to go up above here. We are going to turn the battery 1, battery 2 on. For some lights. And then we're going to throw on the external powers. Free supply can go to the on position. We're going to arm the emergency lighting. We're also going to put the smoking seatbelt signs to automatic for the moment. The beacon light can go to the on. Wing light, nav lights, they can all kind of go on for the moment. That's fine. That's all on. We're going to turn on our fuel pumps here. If you want to do your fire checks, you're more than welcome. They should go ding, 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 ding at some point. Or maybe they don't on the Airbus. Maybe that's just the Boeing. Can never remember. We're going to align the ADIRs 1, 2, and 3. So that's now going to start aligning the aircraft to the GPS. And we just got to wait a few minutes for everything to kind of just turn itself on. All is good. What are we doing? 35 minutes away from Birmingham, so you can't find me. Have money or money messing. Did you do some training missions on Microsoft, but usually get bored and end up flying a fighter jet? Yeah, well, look, I don't really like those training missions. When I've done them, the hardest thing is because you kind of learn to fly in real life. The sim is kind of a bit backwards to you, you know. Where are we going? We're going to Luxembourg. Luxembourg. That's where we're planning to go anyways. If we get there or not, who knows? Who knows? You know what I'm like when I'm flying. Yeah, it's surprising that I get anywhere in my own freaking plane. So yeah, so look, I will be doing some videos this weekend, probably on my plane. We are going to get some of that stuff done. I'm going to start sharing some things on the channel. I will be recording that flight home, that 3-hour flight. The longest flight time I've done in one go is about an hour and a half, so I've got to double that to get home. Won't be a problem. Just hopefully I don't need a wee. Right. Where are we at? What are we doing? I've completely kind of thrown myself into a position I can't remember. Okay, so we need to go onto the radio. 120.025. Okay, so there isn't a controller at the airport, but London Control is online. So it's London Control who we're dealing with.
Last runway 09, Roll Express 6469.
Now, these guys could be loud.
Control, good evening, Jack 4 Tango Charlie, direct Hemel, flight level 2584220.
Just for Tango Charlie on the control and closing up in a moment. Continue with Unicom 122.8.
Okay, he's actually going.
Unicom 122.8, Jack 4 Tango Charlie, thank you.
Chinix 25 Echo Papa, she needs you to be ahead now so you can maintain your 300 knots or greater. Chinix 25 Echo Papa, speed 300 knots or greater.
Okay, so he is online, but you know what? We're going to turn him back off because he is leaving apparently. So, hang on.
300 knots or greater.
122.8 for Unicom. Because if he's going offline, by the time I get the flight plan done.
Under control, simply 15, requesting push and start from stand 55 left.
Jamesy's already got in there by the looks of things.
Simply 15, push start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, face west for simply 15.
Chinix 25 Echo Papa, London Control.
Chinix 25 Echo Papa, beg your pardon, was that 300 or greater?
If I need you to be ahead now, so speed 300 knots or greater.
We will maintain 300 or greater. Chinix 25 Echo Papa.
Bilan 1 Alpha, maintain max decimal 75 or less, then conversion.
We're at cost index of 21, and we're going up to flight level 370.
5 or less and then 270 or less, Beeline 18 Alpha.
Walker 6469, runway 09, Catalan, wind 100 degrees, 6 knots.
Well, Jamesy's already leaving. He couldn't even wait for me, look. Jamesy was just online there, look. He's just pushing back now.
130 and deploy passing altitude.
I'm further for 130 and passing 7,000 feet. Pure cargo tip 1.
Shuttle 3 Papa with you, flight level 270, next waypoint Soppit in 9.7 nautical miles.
Shuttle 7 Papa on the control, closing up in a couple minutes, Monolith Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122.8, Shuttle 3 Papa.
And Charlie Steve over Papa, if you maintain at speed, you'll be safely ahead of the other aircraft into Manchester, continue with Unicom 122.8.
We'll maintain the speed and obviously Unicom 122.8, Chinix 25 Echo Papa, bye-bye.
Beeline 1 Alpha, same for you, Monolith Unicom 122.8.
122.8, thanks very much, Beeline 18 Alpha.
All stations on the broadcast and the control is now closed, there's no further agency service available, Monolith Unicom 122.8.
Okay, so we're monitoring 122.8, so that's fine. We're on the frequency. I don't actually know which button is connected to this. Okay, hang on. I need to go into my settings. Unicom. Apparently it's my number pad, but my number pad's not working. Okay. Jamesy, can you hear me on Unicom there?
Yeah, I can, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. My button's been a bit weird, but okay, cheers.
No worries.
So Jamesy is around. Okay, so look, let's get into the flight plan here then. So we're EGBB. We're going to have to do the flight plan ourselves. Oh, we're actually going direct to ADMEX. There is no departure here from runway 15, so that's absolutely fine. We could put our destination one in. It could change if anybody is online. We should be going into 06, so ILS Z06, and we should be taking the Remember 3 Delta. There it is, Remember B3 Delta. So yeah, one thing about when I do my flight videos, the radio is so blasé compared to this. Like, it's so like everyone's just so chilled. Ketman, who's on the Ket? Yeah, I'm definitely jumping in inside ambulance. Far better, Swedes. Yo, me giving all the Ket out. The Cali too. I'm just gonna go direct to ADMEX because that's what Simbrief gave me anyways. So I'll let you have your Cowley. Okay, so transition, no vires. We're gonna insert that into our flight plan. We need to go to our performance page and we need to kind of look half here. So we will be flexing flaps 1. Flexing to 58 degrees. Oh, whoa. Where did all these dots come from? Then V1 is 109 to 143, so that makes no sense. 143. Rotational speed will be 1432 then, and then 145 would be V2. Why did the flaps 1 not work? Flaps 1, thank you. So that's pretty much our flight plan complete. We can throw you down there.
Birmingham traffic, simply 15, taxi into runway 15 via Victor Delta Alpha. Birmingham traffic.
Bring up my flight plan. Let's just step through this quickly. Make sure there's no discons. I don't have GPS. Oh, frick's sake! It's on. It's not on Quicker Line. Where's the quicker, Drew? Where's my quick online? Quick online. Okay, so we've got the quicker line here now. And there we go. So my flight plan has come alive. We need to go into plan. Plan is always good. So there we go. You can see the flight plan. And it looks alright. I don't see no discons down there. No. Okay, so we're going to go back to ARC. 1013 on the ground here at the moment. Let's move this out of my way. Nope. That long green thing right in the middle of the console doesn't look like a plane. Oh, this thing, the sausage. Hey, Matthew Brown, good evening. How are you doing? How are things? Okay, so look, we're pretty good here to throw on the APU. APU on, which means we should get the flap opening up down here now very soon. Okay, flap is open. Took a bit of time that, didn't it? Okay, in the meantime, we are going to pre-plan the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We're all good. Okay, so we are going straight up then to 37,000. It's very high, but that's where it wants us to go, so that's what we're going to do. And we're just waiting now for the APU to be alive. Wait for this to go green. Okay, APU is available. We are going to throw on the bleed, which means external powers can go off. And then we can get rid of... Where is all... This has changed. So the Toliss friggin' screen has changed. It's been such a long time. Where is the... Close. Ah, external power off. And chocks need to go to the off position. There they are. Been a little while. Okay, so let's call pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Birmingham traffic, 7742, pushing from gate 27C. Alright, and then we're going to be going via Delta, Delta 3, Delta 2. What runway are we taking off from? 15. Let's just see, has Jamesy taken off yet? No, there's Jamesy. He still hasn't taken off yet. Most interesting part of the sausage display controls, the flaps. Okay, so we're getting picked up now by the ground crew.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Good question. Which button is parking brake?
Birmingham traffic, simply 15.
Starting for
Taking off runway 15
start
via the
engine.
Cowley to Yankee departure. Birmingham traffic.
Okay, engine 2. Engine 2 is just warming up. Engine 1. Okay, flaps 1. There you go, James is just taken off there, you can see him. Our flaps are just moving down.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, so armed spoilers, speed brakes armed.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, the other thing I want to do very quickly is go to flight controls. We want to make sure that our flight controls are working with the joystick, rudder movements. Okay, so they're all good. So takeoff config correct. Nose wheel steering. It's on, that's fine. Birmingham traffic, 7742, taxiing to runway 15 via Victor, Delta 3, Delta 2, and Alpha. Okay, while all these things are going on, taxi lights are going to go to the on position, runway lights to the on position as well. The APU bleed can now go to the off position.
Traffic, Charlie 4 Tango Charlie, downwind for runway 09. Experience traffic.
Is there really much entertaining going on? Okay, so my brake unfortunately has to be the handbrake. I don't seem to have a button assigned, so we'll make do of what we got here. Okay, so just going down Delta 2, as you can see ahead of us here. Delta 2, or Delta. Just so you know roughly where I am. Then we'll be going on to Alpha. Hey, real flight simulator mobile. Just subscribe, thank you, much appreciated. Right, okay, let's just turn up some of my lights. Is there more light to come? Not very much. Oh dear. Okay, so we know there's no traffic coming in on approach. We know there's no traffic in the area. So we're literally going to turn here and turn and burn and just get out. It's a bit of a long taxi down Alpha here anyways. Put on a bit more speed than normal. Okay, so we're going to check our last few things. Auto brake set to max. I don't know why it turned itself off. Spoilers are armed. We got lights to change in a second. But we are pretty good for takeoff here. Okay, so we're getting quite close to the runway threshold here.
East Midlands traffic, Challenger 4 Takeoff, Charlie, getting right base for runway 09. East Midlands traffic.
East Midlands. Okay, that's not us. Okay, while we're here then, we will put landing lights to the on position, take off to the nose, turning lights to the off, strobe now can go to automatic. This is all good, we got auto brakes set, we know we don't take off by a certain point. 145 is our kind of no-go zone, we'll have to keep going no matter what. Everything else is kind of good. Flap set to 1, engines all on. We need to send our transponder to TARA. And squawking 2000's fine. Really should be like something else, like 7500 or something, but it's fine. That'll do. Yeah, I think we're good for takeoff. Birmingham traffic, 7742, taking off runway or 15. Standing for the takeoff just for a change. Remember the days you could smoke and everything on the planes? So much has changed now in air travel. I remember used to coming backwards and forwards to Ireland with my mum and dad. They'd be at the back of the plane smoking like chimneys the whole flight. Okay, engines are spoiling up to 40%. Bit bright out here. Bloody hell. Right, we're stabilised.
East Midlands traffic, Challenger 4 Takeoff, Charlie, short final, runway 09. East Midlands traffic.
Okay, flex engine. Nose down. Already at 100 knots. $120. 140, and let's rotate. A bit draggy getting off the ground there. There you go. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, we're going down to the level climb. It's very, very bright. Okay, flaps up. We're still flying the aircraft by hand. No point looking out the window because I can't see crap. Okay, we'll throw on the autopilot then. We're going to throw out our arc a little bit. See what we're up to. And we're just above kind of 3,000 feet. So what we will do now is go to standard pressures as well. And we are climbing straight up to 370. Yeah, and they used to let you open the windows at the back. Yeah. Do a little ashtray in the arm. Those are the days.
Traffic, Charlie 4 Takeoff, Charlie, vacated runway 09. East Midlands traffic.
They didn't bother bringing the food, they just brought out the little alcohol drinks tray. I think they still do that, don't they, when you do the long distance. Every time I do long distance, it's always just the alcohol tray. So there you go. We've taken off. Things are looking okay at the moment. We're through 5,000 feet now. Okay, so landing performance 06. You can see what the winds are currently at. We're at 030 at 8, 16 degrees, 1023. We will be a full landing. Brake mode would be on low. Got loads of distance there, look at that. Okay, so we'll be absolutely fine. We'll put that into the FMC later. It's a shame that we're going into this kind of glare, because it really shows nothing to be seen right now. Hey, Jim. What's the crack? Okay, so everybody's taken off already. Will is quite far down. Count Davies is just about to take off, I think. Well, it looks like he's moving on the ground. Okay, for 8,000 feet. Quite a strong headwind at the moment. Okay, we're just through 10,000 feet. Landing lights to the off position. There we go. All the other lights are still on the on position. Everything else is fine. Just want to make sure everything's tidied up here. We can retract you now. That's good. You're all cleaned up. 122.8 is what we're on frequency. London Control was online. We may have to speak to them. We'll see. Are they still online? Yeah. We'll see if they make us talk to them or not, because we're just going to brush the outskirts. So we'll see. We'll see if we have to speak to them. London Control keeping us busy. They're keeping you busy. They haven't asked to speak to me. Saying now, it's been a while since you got this far with no issues. Yeah, thanks, Grimbled, thanks. Yeah, look, sometimes with these kind of simulators, sometimes you need to walk away for a little while and just kind of refresh. And like I said, now I'm doing a lot more real life flying. I just don't feel the urge to simulate fly as much. Like before I even started learning to fly, like the simulator is all you had and it's like, oh, you loved it. Now sometimes it feels like a chore. Especially when things start going wrong, it just really pisses you off. Like, I was really mad about 3 weeks ago. I was really mad. Really mad. Okay, so we're still climbing up. So what I want to do is just take this information. If we go to performance, and if we go to our approach phase, QNH will be 1, 0, 2, 3. We know that the temperature is going to be 16 degrees on the ground in Luxembourg. Very nice. The wind is going to be currently at 030 at 8. The MDA, it's going to be about 50 probably. I'll check it on the charts later. I've not looked yet. We should be landing at about 131, 135-ish, somewhere around that. The wind is very... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, I have to talk to London Control if I like it or not. They just scared the living poo out of me. Okay, 129. 430. Okay, so we're going into London Control. Gonna be busy. 129. 129 430.
London Control, easy 629, Papa, Lambo 10 departure.
Easy 629 Papa London, thank you, climb now flight level 190.
Climb now 190, easy 629 Papa.
Easy 8844, turn right heading 320 degrees, speed 180 knots.
320 degrees, speed 180 knots. Easy 8844.
Itaro 0412, descend flight level 70.
But yeah, this is going to be hard now to get in with them.
Level 70 for Itaro 0412.
London Controls, Simply 7742 with you, currently at 187, climbing up to 370, next waypoint Cowley.
Simply 7742, thank you. Squawk 6474.
Squawk 6474, Simply 7742.
Easy 49 X-ray Alpha, contact London 126.080.
12600, easy 49 X-ray Alpha.
Griffin 6 Delta Golf, contact Gatwick Tower 124.230.
Tower 124.230, thank you for your service, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
Easy 8844, turn right heading 040 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right.
040 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right, easy 844.
Simply 7742, route direct Conan, climb flight level 370.
Route direct to Conan 370, Simply 7742. Okay.
Easy 85 Papa India, please start your descent now, descend flight level
Okay, so he wants me to go direct to Conan.
Now, flight level 190, easy 85 Papa India.
London, good evening, Brolin 7 November X-ray, passing through 3000.
Iboto, Echo Bravo, Oscar Tango, Oscar.
So what he's done here is he's routed me outside the London control, so I'm not going to interfere with him as much.
Easy 629 Papa, route direct Iboto.
Route direct Iboto, easy 629 Papa.
Can you declare an emergency and just get them back? Yeah.
London, good evening, Brolin 7 November X-ray, passing through 4000.
Dealing 7 November X-ray London, thank you. Climb now, flight level 170.
Climb now 170, running 7 November X-ray.
Cleared 181 London, thank you. Climb now, flight level 190.
So yeah, we do actually have emergencies on. I can get engine failures.
Easy 36 November Echo, descend.
They're all turned on, so if I need to land or be diverted, I could ask these guys, and they have to divert me like real life.
145, easy 36 November Echo.
But going through London Control is a pain.
Uniform Romeo, descend flight level 80.
Level 80, full flight uniform.
Flight control easy 8844 for the established.
It made me jump too.
44, thank you. Speed 160 knots to 40 ME. Contact
If you ignore them, they report you, and your Vatsim account will be taken away.
Till 40 ME, contact tower on 124.230, easy 8844, thank you.
Easy 629 Papa, climb flight level 190.
Climb 190, easy 629 Papa.
He won't bother with me again. He's moved.
0412, flight heading 260 degrees.
He's moved me away from London Control.
Itaro 0412, heading 260 degrees.
Heading 260 degrees for Itaro 0412.
London Center, good evening, Speedbird 5 Lima India, passing 4000.
Good 5 Lima India, London, Roger. Climb now, flight level 1, correction, climb now, flight level 70.
Climb flight level 70, Speedbird 5
I'm
Lima.
just going to see what the Arsenal score is now.
London Control, good evening. Speedbird 419 Kilo, we're with you. Flight level 170, flight level 140.
Good 149 Kilo, squawk 7170.
Squawk 4717, Speedbird 419 Kilo.
Not even remotely close. The squawk 7170.
7170, sorry about that. Speedbird 419 Kilo.
First Chef 5600.
Tiger Fairy Tales, is the Toliss worth it? On sale, yeah, for sure. The Toliss are the best products on the X-Plane market. By miles. It's like flying the Phoenix or something for, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you're going to have one plane, get a Toliss. This is the A321.
Good evening, easy
I prefer the A319.
Passing 4,000 to 5,000, bring 10 departure, CPDLC.
0139, thank you, climb flight level 100.
But definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Flight level 100, easy 139.
Speedbird 33 Alpha, descend, flight level 110.
When you hear Speedbird, that is British Airways, by the way. Yeah, I know, not even remotely close.
Easy 68 Alpha Quebec, thank you. It is the Tel 1 November arrival.
Tel 1 November arrival, easy 68 Alpha Quebec.
5 Lima India, climb flight level 150.
Hey, this is Joe, what's his name, from YouTube, isn't it?
Speedbird 5 Lima India, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Speedbird 5 Lima India.
Speedbird 181, left turn direct Elvos.
Left turn direct Elvos, Speedbird 1. London, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
Entering Delta Tango 02 airspace from Echo Kilo.
That's Joe from YouTube, who does the Omsi streams.
Echo Bravo Kilo.
I can't think of his second name.
Inbound from Echo Golf.
Joe Dobson.
Okay. Griffin 6 Delta Golf, thank you. Turn right heading 270 degrees.
Right heading 270, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
Speedbird 19 Kilo, descend flight level 100.
I didn't know he did the Vatsim stuff.
Speedbird 419 Kilo, apologies, descend flight level 100.
Speedbird 419 Kilo, descend flight level 100, sorry.
Apparently we're not friends on.
Contact Heathrow Director 119 at decimal 7.
Apparently we're not friends on Discord anymore. He must have got rid of me.
Easy 629 of Papa, further 122 decimal 8. Bye bye.
122.8, ED 629 Papa, bye bye.
Griffin 6 Delta Golf, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend altitude 3,000, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
Viewing 7 November X-ray.
Somebody has a lot of beeping going off.
290, voting 7 November X-ray.
Speedbird 912, monitor 122 decimal 8.
122 decimal 8, thanks for
Wonder if he's streaming this live.
Easy 85 Papa India, descend flight level 160.
Descend flight level 160, easy 85 Papa India.
Speedbird 5 Lima India, turn right heading 245.
Right heading 245, Speedbird 5 Lima India.
No, he's not.
Runway 959 X-ray with the A360.
Runway 595 X-ray, thank you. It is the Tal 21 November arrival.
Tal 21 November arrival, just 959 X-ray.
To be fair, I have no interest in the controller stuff on Vatsim. I remember doing my own radio operator's license was a pain in the ass.
There's no speed restriction.
Descend 260, free speed.
You know, you can't just be a pilot and use a radio. You actually have to get a radio license.
ED1 free and disregard.
And you have to do an exam to get the radio license. And you're not legally allowed to use the radio unless you have one.
Send flight level 80, easy 365, okay. London Control, Griffin 1 Foxtrot Golf with you, flight level 320.
Griffin 1 Foxtrot Golf, thank you. It is the Vatsim 1 Golf arrival for Gatwick. When ready, descend flight level 260.
Right, what we should do is just check on everything in here that's going well.
Vatsim 1 Golf arrival.
We still haven't got to top of climb yet.
260, we're ready. Griffin 1.
Brave bit of class Vatsim controller. Nah, there'll be anarchy. You know in France they're always on strike, the controllers. That'd be braver. I don't even think Brave would be watching this tonight. Where's our Braver?
Sorry, can you get that one more time, please?
Speedbird 5 Lima India, own navigation, direct Southampton, climb flight level 350.
Sometimes I do wonder would it be worth just getting rid of the airline and fly for one of these airlines just because of the effort.
36 November Echo, resume own navigation, direct Midhurst, Mike India Delta.
Own navigation, direct Midhurst, easy 36 November Echo.
Speedbird 181, further climb 122 decimal 8, bye bye.
122 decimal 8, bye.
Building 7 November X-ray, contact Brest on 125 decimal 5.
125 decimal 5, wedding 7 November X-ray.
Easy 1390, request a further climb.
Easy 139, climb flight level 230.
Flying flight level 230, easy 139.
Griffin 6 Delta Golf, turn right heading 360 degrees.
Right heading 360, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
Speedbird 19 kilo, descend flight level 70.
It's pain. I had the marine radio license from sailing.
Kilo, descend flight level 70.
Yeah, the radio operator license for the plane was a ball ache.
Speedbird 419 kilo.
You have to be recorded and everything. You're on a computer program, and there's a guy in another room doing basically this, and you have a map, and your plane moves on this like moving map, and you got to do the radio calls at the right time. And they throw like maydays in there and all kinds of things, the panhandles, zone access, zone penetrations, and like you'll never use them, pretty much never, because unless you start flying these kind of planes. Like when you see my videos, you'll see what we do on the radio is very basic for most airfields. It's blind calling. Some people won't even talk back to you. You'll just tell them what you're doing all the time, and that's it. You know, you're downwind, on final, coming in, overhead.
Going to 122.8, thanks for the great ATC, and have a good evening. Simply 15, bye-bye.
EC 16 Yankee, nothing further, 122.
Yeah, Jamesy, how posh he is. Thank you for the superb ATC.
Easy 36 November Echo, descend flight level.
The London areas are mental. I do it in Ireland, but you know nobody watches stream. Nobody watches my flight streams, let alone if I did this. Have you heard they are on about building a space station to fly over and orbit Mars? Ah, bollocks. They want to do that, but they can't even sort out the power outage in Spain, Portugal, and France, saying it was a weather phenomenon. The biggest load of shite I've ever heard.
Griffin 6 Delta Golf, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS, 08 right.
Right heading 050, cleared for the ILS, 08 right, Griffin 6 Delta Golf.
And all stations, I'm afraid Heathrow's closing. I'm not going to be covering that top down, so I'll also be closing. Continue with 122.8. I hope you enjoy your flights. Thank you.
Okay, back to 122.8. I forgot to say tally ho on the way out. That's it. That's what you should have done. Okay, so look, we're pretty good. Top of descent is not for a little while yet. We just made top of climb. I just need to have a look at some charts. So I suppose you guys don't know much about charting, and I don't think any of you really particularly give a crap. What we'll do, I'll just go through my charts here for our approach. I will be coming in on the ILS 6Z, is what I said, right? Show me the chart. Okay, so basically the first things I'm looking for here is the frequency. This is my course heading at 057. 109.9 is the ILS frequency. Will be coming in via somewhere around here. Mandatory at 3,000. As you can see here, there seems to be hills here at 2,400 feet, so we've got to be mandatory at 3,000. It's a very sharp descent on this one. What is it? It's got to be higher than the 3%, no? No idea, can't see. But yeah, very simple. Yeah, MDA or DHA was 200, so we could change that. Okay, Jamesy is going for a poo. You know, Jamesy's up here, leaving cockpit 10 minutes. He's going for a poo. Everyone, Jamesy's going for a poo. Wish him well. Go curl one out. Okay, so that's all well and good then. So yeah, these are the information that I need. I've got that all here, so we can put that into the aircraft. Now, most of this, one thing about the Airbus over the Boeing is a lot of this information will already be put in here. So if we go to RadNav 109.9, okay, we know that our course was a 057 or 57 because apparently it's a format error. That's fine. So that's already in there. I don't have to do anything else. We've already done the performance page. The only thing that was different is the MDA was 200, not 50. Not really a big deal. There you go. Everything else here is fine. We may put the plane down to 3,000 feet. It will descend itself down. eventually. Well, we'll have to click the button, but you know what I mean. There's not much to see over that side, is there? There we go. So in real life, I use an app, and it's a computer program as well. Hang on, let me see if I can log into my Sky Demon. I'll show you what I use for GA. So Sky Demon. I don't know if I'm logged in on my computer. Caps lock is on. There we go. Hang on. What's my email address on this? Bugger. It might be my personal email address. Hang on. You'll all be stalking me otherwise. Better not crash my flight sim. I'd be so mad. Boeing still using Rolls-Royce? Some of them are, yeah. Some of them are, yeah, some. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to load this in, but I don't know what it's doing, if I'm honest with you. I think it's setting up. We'll give it a minute to see if it sets up. We're just crossing the English Channel now. Yeah. Will James is just a little bit ahead of us. Cam Davies is catching up. Okay, hang on. Apparently I don't know my own password. Break. Oh, I don't want to reset my password. What would I put that as? Oh. No, hang on. Oh, bugger. Gotta reset my password. Okay, password's reset. Let's try again, hang on. Beautiful. Yeah. Say goodbye to England. I don't think anyone's going to miss it right now. I don't think anyone will miss England. Alright, I just need to check. Do we have any Vatsim? Ah, France have just come online. Frig. Oh no, we're just on the boundary. We should be okay. Alright, just want to see what top of descent is. We still got a bit of time. We're okay. France are online. Yeah, usually they're on strike. You're right, and there's no power, so I'm very surprised that the French are online. But yeah, they are online. The French are there. You tried the 380X and explain. Is that the new the Peter Hager A380? Is that what you're on about? Right, I'm just making sure my name isn't anywhere. I don't think it is. Okay, so this is what I use when I fly. So basically I have this on an iPad. I never use it anywhere else. You can see here, these are obviously your bigger airports. The red basically is a no-go zone unless you get ATC clearance to allow you to transit. Now my plane is here at Newtonards. This is where my plane is currently, and I'll be bringing it down this way soon. So yeah, so basically I can fly in these zones as long as I stay under 3,500 feet, because obviously people coming in into Belfast City and Aldergrove, mainly EasyJet, Aer Lingus coming in out of here. But if I go in the red, I have to get ATC clearance from basically Belfast City. I'd have to get clearance to pass any of this red. I can stay in the blue as long as I stay under the CTA. So that's 3,500 down the peninsula. So if I want to go higher than 3,500, then I have to get ATC clearance. So if I'm planning a flight, so I get lots of information from this. I can get wind information. You can literally just click on anywhere. You can get wind, you can get your meters. So say if I click on Newtonards, so this Saturday, the first flight I'm going to record will be Newtonards to Sleeve Crew. You can see here, the wind is now come in. This is giving me real life wind data right now. So I can see that the wind on the tablet is so much easier. You can just click on it. Apparently you can't do that on the computer. Anyways, so basically you can plan how high you want to fly. So say if I fly at 2,000 feet. Now this is going to say no. No, that's just going to say, okay, Sleeve Crew is actually on a hill. So I am okay flying out of Newtonards. I can go there. From there, I'll probably go to Bishop's Court, which is an old World War II airfield. And then what I will do for our video fly is I'm going to come back up the peninsula. Now you got two choices. You can go direct if you're doing real navigation. So when I fly, it's like following a sat nav. You'll get this, and you're playing, and you can just follow the pink line. Very easy. You can see here now. Look, so I'm getting all the data. I've got Belfast approach radios. I can see the tracking. I can see the distance would be 17 nautical miles, planned at 2,000 feet. And so if I need to get any kind of metadata, you can get this all from over here. So you got overflying information. You got to be careful because a lot of paragliding's going on at the moment, as you can see down here. You wouldn't want to be flying into this area now too much because they don't have radios. So you'd be wanting to get past them wherever you can. Any other NOTAMs here? So currently pipeline inspection notifications, Thames Valley avoidance, that's mainly in London. So there's nothing really there. You could click on Belfast City. No, I don't want to do that. Remove that. So I have my flight set up. You got my route plan. Now, again, I don't know how to use this as well on the computer because I use it on the tablet. The tablet is a lot easier. Okay, no, that's the charts. We got charts, briefing pack, pilot log. I mean, you can get weather, so you can have viable conditions. Basically everywhere is pretty flyable right now. There's no real bad conditions. You'd be okay with that. Could just go flying. Where are the charts? Alright, that's the wrong thing again. Airfields. So Newtonards. So you can click on them here. I can get the metadata straight off the tablet. So you see here, wind's currently at 150 at 5 knots. So we'll probably be using runway 21 because of the wind direction. I can see that the QNH is 1024, so that would be going into the airplane. And when I do the videos, I'll explain this stuff when I go looking at it and stuff like that as well. As well as that, you can get the plates. So here we go. This is Newtonards. There you go. This is runway 21 because the wind currently is tracking kind of this way. So 21 would probably be in use. My plane is hanging over here somewhere. So this gives you all the data that you need again. In case you get lost, you can see the different runways, the different circuits. You can see that most of them are left-hand circuits, but some of them are right-hand. And the reason for that is this is a very built-up housing area. They don't like the planes flying over. So when you fly into an airfield, you've always got to check if the circuit's left-hand or right-hand. Most circuits will be left-hand. The only one that's different is 03. And that's going that way. The reason for that is you're taking on a right-hand circuit this way, 03, this is 03 here, because of the housing estate. This is all the water in the sea, so basically instead of going over the houses and annoying the people, you're going to be going across down this way. But it's the only time, if runway 03 is in use, is the only time you go into a right-hand circuit. There is a grass runway there, there's two if you need them. You can see there I can get fuel at £2.50 a litre. That's for the avgas, it's a little bit different. I can see that the sunrise is at 10 to 5 in the morning, sunset at 1953, which means I'd have to be landed by 2035, basically. I have to be down by then. So basically, yeah, I can get all this information if I need it and when I want it. How do I go back on this point? There we go. So yeah, this does everything you kind of want it to do or need it to do. You can go start again. I don't know, does it have any of my... Does it have my flight from last week? So last week I flew from here. I directed myself to Warren Point. I wanted to fly over the mountains. Now, I went across here at Sleeve Crew because this is a huge hill. Then from Warren Point, I went down to Kilkeel. So that picture that I put in Discord, that was Kilkeel. And then I flew home via the mountains all the way back to Newtonards. Like so. It usually gives you your flight time and stuff as well on the tablet. It'll tell you how long it'll take you to fly. This one doesn't. It probably does, I just don't know where to find it. So here we go. So all your checkpoints are here. Hang on, should we just make sure we're not dying here? Hang on. Okay, we are at top of descent. I'm just going to click the button. There we go. So this is how I flight plan. There are some areas that are no-go zones. You can see here. Over here in Scotland as well. Not there. Here can be a bit of a danger zone. and some of the islands as well, because this is where they have the emergency shuttle landings. You can see here there's a lot of airspace you can't go in. It can be military, it could be anything. It usually tells you how long that flight time would be. So 12 minutes from Newtonards to the first waypoint. So basically from Newtonards to here, I'd be timing 12 minutes if you're doing your nav. Then they reckon it'll take me another 10 minutes to Warren Point, 5 minutes across to Kill, and then 20 minutes back. Yeah. So that we left Birmingham, this was Birmingham airspace, so you would have been talking to their ATC, then you go into London. Vatsim's a bit different. I wouldn't really want to be living in London and flying, because this is just a ball ache. We could go down to Shoreham. Count likes Shoreham. So yeah, this is how we plan our flights, basically. You can just use this, and you just follow the pink lines. Nice and easy. And if I need anything, I can get anything from here. You go back here, you go to Kill. You can get the Sky Demon plate up for this one if you wanted it. So you can get the information for the people, the grass runway, left hand, right hand circuits. Yeah. Hard to find. The grass strips are very hard to find in real life. There we go. Enough of boring you how I flight plan. Let's do some real flying, right? We're still waiting, Count. There's going to be no answers until early May, so I don't know. Alright, so we're on descent. I'm assuming that Jamesy's pretty much going into land by now. He must be on approach. Yeah, Jamesy is on approach. Count is catching up with me. My ground speed is very slow at 421. Very odd. When you speak to France ATC, you have to start with good evening, strike radar. You've been saying epic flying your airplane back. Yeah, it's we'll get there. We'll get there. Like I said, I will put some videos up on YouTube this week of proper flying, and like the last couple of times, like I said, I've been up there. It's just mainly I've been doing a lot of maintenance stuff because I brought the aircraft obviously off somebody, and he didn't fly it for nearly a year. Basically, his friend died in a plane crash at Newtonards. Funny enough, it was a pretty serious crash. Won't go into it too much. But it just scared him from flying, and he never flew again. So basically, his he kept the plane for like nearly 9 months, and he didn't fly it. So yeah, it's really weird. If you look in the logbook of the plane, because you have to log, owning your own plane is not always simple. You have to have all these forms and logbooks and engine logbooks, airframe logbooks. Every time you fly, you got to do so much paperwork, and basically for like nearly a whole year and a half, this plane did nothing, and then it's only just started doing stuff. So I've been changing a lot of things. I've been just like, you know, refreshing things, a lot of clips, a lot of pins, a lot of bolts. That's mainly what I've been up to be honest with you. So how's the Arsenal game doing? What's the score? Still 1-0. Yeah, it's still 1-0. Desperados, hello, good evening. Okay, so. Looks like we're going for a straight in approach. That's fine. Got a bit of a crosswind going on. Yeah, we got a few minutes before we have to worry about anything too much. I'm bored. Shall we open a pack of Pokemon cards or something? Got a couple of packs here I haven't opened yet. We open this Twilight Masquerade. Just to give us something to do. You can't see the blue because this could be our in-flight entertainment. We'll put the shiny card at the back. So the first card of today's deck, Blue Energy, as you can see, nice and see-through. A Floret. Sunken. Ask the Discord if you are disallowed it for offside. Ah, good. Abra. An actual Pokemon I know. Skarmory, can't see him at all. he's in the blue. We got a Glaceon again, but the problem with the Glaceon is it's blue, so you guys can't see it. So I use a blue screen. Oh, we got a Pokemon that I wanna have. We got a Dippin. Never heard of a Dippin before. Some of these Pokemons now, I think they're crazy. Killer Trail. It's like an electric seagull or something, I don't know. Oh, we got a shiny. A Luxio. It's a reverse shiny. We got an Okidoki. That's in a reverse shiny as well. What the frig did we get here then? It's in blue. I got a Wellspring Mask Ogoporion EX card. You can't see it because of the screen. We'll put it in a case just in case it's worth anything, shall we? There you go. That was our in-flight fun for 5 minutes. My God. There you go. Put in a nice little case for it. No idea. Never seen that before. That's what we should do on that's what we should do on flight streams from now on. We should just do Pokemon cards. Pokemon card opening on a separate camera, so the blue screen doesn't affect it. It wouldn't matter because I have a blue screen, so anything blue, it's like my can. Look, I'm drinking Iron Brew. It doesn't matter what you put there, the blue will always go see-through. Just putting the shiny ones in a case. Yeah, it's the problem with having a blue screen. The reason why I have a blue screen is because in my mind I thought I'll always wear a green t-shirt when I stream, you know, since green is my colour. But that never happened. So I've got a blue screen. My Pokemon card collection is a little bit sad. I have quite a bit. I do like the chase, the thrill of the chase. Shall we see if this Wellspring Max Emporion is worth any money? Shall we? I've not seen this one before. Got a 2-star rare. Should have gone with green. Yeah. Well, I got like 3 of these hoodies that I made that have the Simply Connect on the front. I just kind of mix between them now, if I'm honest. Right, what did we get then? We got a Wellspring Mask Ogopon. We see what the card app says. Right. Searching by name. Wellspring. Number 64. Oh, the card is worth a massive... Well, if I got it graded, 21 euros. Ooh. I don't think we're gonna get rich on it. Fortunately. That was fun. Okie dokie, let's see where we are. We are descending quite rapidly now, so we need to keep an eye on what's going on here. Let's move our speed in. Still a good kind of 40 miles to go yet. We're at 13,000 feet, so we need to start thinking about some lights and stuff. Spoilers are going to be set to arm. Auto brake set to low, because that's what it wanted us to set to. Other than that, everything else is kind of okay at the moment. We're set to 3,000 feet. Yeah, everything is where it should be right now. Bloody warm in here tonight. Suppose it's warm over in the UK today, is it? It was sunny here. Must have been about, I think it was about 15 degrees, I think. It's a summer's day for us. Okay, we're just about to hit 10,000 feet. So the other thing that we need to do here is change the standard pressures to 1023. So that's going to give us the proper where we are now. We're not quite under 10,000 feet yet. The plane's just slowing down because if you go under 10,000 feet, you have to be under 250 knots. So the plane's just working itself out. I should sell my green screen. It's gone. It's one of those Elgato ones that's in the big case. My dad thought it was a massive speaker. Yeah, mine's a cheap pop-up one. Technically, it does have green on one side and blue on the other, but my camera's set for blue, so I just have never been asked to change it. Okay, looks like we're descending down again, so we are going to throw on our landing lights for landing. Beautiful Manchester. Hey Dean, good evening. Well, you're back for landing. We're about to land now, so you're back at the right time. We're about 10 minutes out now. Luxembourg traffic, simply 7742, descending down to 3,000 feet, coming in on the REM 3 Delta arrival, coming for runway 06. Currently probably about still 30 miles out. I see that none of you guys like today's video, that Gecko Shop Simulator. I thought you guys might like it. I was quite surprised how much people did not like it. Oh, you not seen it? Yeah, it's done really poorly. I don't think there'll be an episode 2. I was quite surprised. Like I said, it's kind of that kind of quirky little game I thought people might enjoy, but apparently not. Got it. Tad strange and the sand bug, and yeah, it's weird. There was so many bugs because people that played it before me didn't seem to encounter as much. I don't know if it was a different build, but yeah, there was quite a few bugs. I thought it was all right. I quite liked it. I'd quite happily run around selling geckos and finding out all the other things with the museum. It looks like there's loads to do in the game. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I thought it'd do better. I mean, it didn't even get like 300 views yet. Very odd for me at this time of night. Usually we would be up by about 1,000 by now. I was quite surprised. Okay, so the airfield should be in sight. Should be over here somewhere. Should be it there. And the whole town explored. Just fine stuff. Strange old world YouTube. Yeah. Weird. Maybe everyone is out enjoying the lovely weather. Could be. The moving simulator? Probably. It's a play away game. Play away are usually pretty kind to me, so we will probably get a key, yeah. I think there was a shop to get a bucket so you could get the shells from the beach. Yeah, there's so many things to find out. Maybe what we'll do is maybe just live stream it maybe one day next week, just to fill a gap and just to see what else we can find. But yeah, I don't think doing any more videos in it would be worthwhile. Okay, we'll set flaps to 1. We're going to be turning this corner very soon. Luxembourg traffic, simply 7742, just about to turn onto finals, about 10 miles from the ILS. Okay, flaps 2. Like we're heading for the ground. Okay, flaps 3. By this point, we need to capture the ILS. Flaps full. And gear down. Yeah, the runway's in sight. It's a clear day. We could just fly it in by hand, but we'll allow the ILS to bring us in a bit. Luxembourg traffic, 77742 coming in for runway 06, just established on the ILS. Okay, you can see that there is a plane moving, there's a big... He doesn't look like he's even on the taxiway. Whoa, Jesus Christ. They have their college exam. Nice. Hopefully they'll do well. Fingers crossed. I'm sure they'll be great. Jamesy, this guy's taxiing down the grass. He's not even taxiing on the taxiway. Where's this guy at? Okay.
1,000.
We have control. Luxembourg traffic, 7742. On final now to land, 3 miles out for runway 06. We've got the Pappies ahead, 2 red, 2 white.
Traffic, cargo load 2903 heavy, all of the points of runway 06.
500.
I'm looking at the numbers. The numbers is what we aim for. 3 red, we're dead. We're a bit low.
300.
Got a bit of an uphill slope this runway. That guy's on the grass, look at him.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
Traffic, cargo load 2903 heavy, line up any wage, runway 06.
Reverse thrusters on. Luxembourg traffic, 77742 vacated active runway, taxi into the gate. Okay, very quickly then. Auto brake is turned off, landing lights to the off position, taxi light back to the on position, spoilers disarmed. Oh, in the grass. He's definitely up to something. We might be able to see him take off. He's just turning now. Why is there so much smoke?
Traffic, cargo load 2903 heavy, takeoff runway 06.
Alright, he's taken off, so let's see if we can see him. Okay, I think he's moving finally. Here he comes. Maybe a little bit of tail strike. So Jamesy was with us at the last airport where we took off from. Here he is here now. My wingspan might be a bit big to be next to him. I probably should be parking here, but oh no, we're fine. Okay, engine 1, engine 2 off. What was my landing rate? $102, bloody hell. That was barely a landing. And I'm not in my gate properly either. Okay, we're gonna have to come off the Vatsim network so we can see the replay. And popping a wheelie, is it? Okay, Jamesy's disappeared now because if we want to see the replay quickly, we have to do. God. Replay is choppy as hell. Considering I got a 100, it really didn't look very soft, did it? Yeah, it didn't like going that far back, obviously. Whoops. So there we go. Thank you for everyone that's flown this evening. Jamesy and Count, thank you very much as always. Thank you for everyone that's been here for your support as always, no matter what we play. It's great to see. No stream tomorrow, back on Thursday. I don't know what I'm streaming yet on Thursday. We'll have a think. I was just trying to see if I can get the replay of the takeoff. All right, there we go. Nice little takeoff. Right, so yeah, I'll see you all on Thursday. Have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy the weather. Oh yeah, maybe that's what we could do, Addy. And good night.